little swimsuit, Maldives, 21. I mean, geez, what an outstanding place. I mean, it's just so convenient. You've got this island, which is long and narrow. So it adds to so much flexibility in terms of light, sunrise, sunset. Never mind just this scenic blue water, palm trees. Maldives has always been special. There's the decks, there's the jetties, there's the boats. There's a long sandbank. It's just phenomenal. And it actually makes it so much easier when you've got these elements that you can use, that are at your disposal, and where you can quickly flip from one idea to another. If something's not working, you've really got backup ideas. And that's the one thing I've really enjoyed about specifically Finolhu. It's been great.
When I booked World Swimsuit 2021, I was extremely overwhelmed. I couldn't believe it was happening, but I was extremely excited as well. It's my first trip to work away. When I found out that I booked Finolhu, I researched it, and when I got here, it was just more than what I ever could imagine. When I started shooting with Jacques, I was at first very nervous, but he has a very calm persona and a way of making you feel very beautiful and very calm and very comfortable at the same time. So it went really well.
Kelsey, we started off with. We flew in with her, and so I got time to sort of spend with her at the airport, the layover, and a little bit of chatting. But I really enjoyed her personality. I enjoyed her look. She's quite unique. She's quite open to any kind of challenge. She really took everything in her stride. I mean, her shots were a little more set up. The bubble shot was one of hers.
So the bubble is attached to the Finolhu resort, but just on the other side. But stepping onto the other side, it was completely different weather. It was extremely hot, but it was so incredible. It's definitely something I'll remember forever. Just after the bubble, I got to shoot in the DJ van as the DJ. Wasn't my music, but I really got into it, and it was nice to pretend to perform and just, have a little bit of a boogie. Another thing that I noticed about the Maldives is how quickly the weather changes. One moment I was shooting with Jacques on the beach, and the next we had to run to shelter because the tropical storm was coming in. Very exhilarating and exciting, an experience to remember.
My first impression of Finolhu has been, I was speechless at how beautiful this hotel is and how gorgeous the Maldives is. It's completely lived up to my expectations.
So Lauren I met for the first time on this trip. Another awesome personality, also up for anything. We got great images together.
Magic. There was this one shot I'm standing on the end of the ledge, and it was just gorgeous water behind me, and the sailboat came passing by. It was just beautiful. It was very James Bondish kind of vibe.
Yeah, I think the guy saw us shooting and decided to come take a closer look, and it was just.
And it worked out for us.
He actually came around the sort of the coastline, and then suddenly just popped into the shot. And I was actually doing a landscape, and I was actually shooting, thinking I need something there, but I was thinking about how to maybe change it and saying this boat pops past us. It was just
Perfect moment.
We actually got wrapped up pretty quickly, went through our shots pretty quickly because it's such an amazing place to shoot because there's so many things to do, and decided let's do something else. Stopped on our way back to where we're staying and just decided to take advantage of the last light. And actually I think we got the shots
That was
of the day.
100% my favorite photo so far. Can't wait for it to be out.
That just goes to show you got to take advantage of every situation because you never know what you're going to get. So we're super happy.
Yes. Great teamwork today.
Yeah,
High fives.
In reopening last November, we had to see how the world was playing out, and working with World Swimsuits has given us an opportunity to not only let them know that we're awake, but let them know that the Maldives is awake, because the Maldives is a truly sensational destination that's unique to the world. Where it's unique the most is that all tourism, all resorts are single island, single resort operations, meaning that it's a very safe destination at all times, but especially coming out of a time of COVID, and something that we're all learning about as we go along. When we were approached by World Swimsuit and looking at how we could do this, of course, we look at this, that it's going to be a partnership that works for both and it's a win-win. I know that we had to be all things generous and make sure that we have idyllic flexibility in everything that we approach, because no part of this shoot is rehearsed. We follow with the weather, we follow with the colors, we follow with what's happening on the day, and we have to remain extremely flexible in an industry that quite often is inflexible.
I'm Langa Karkova. I'm 22 years old and I'm from Czech Republic. I was so amazed by this place. I couldn't believe that I get to work here. So during the pandemic, actually, I got stuck in my country and I was working as a goat farmer for a bit, 6 months. It was very hard work. I had to wake up super early in the morning, take care of goats. Recently, I moved to Miami, where I'm a model, and I just love my job so much. So it was kind of like a Cinderella story, you know, because now I'm here wearing a bikini.
Alex is a phenomenal presence, head and shoulders taller than all of us. She's got this sort of shy character in real life, but then in the camera, I realized very quickly that I can't say lie like this and do this and put your head here and do that. As soon as I started to do that, I felt like maybe I was losing her a little. And when I said, okay, do what you want to do, like just go with what you're happy with, I couldn't believe she literally transformed into this like supermodel. It was very natural, it was very real, nothing was forced. More importantly than anything, I can see that she really started to enjoy it. This is actually our first fully blue sky day since we've been here. We've been here for 7 days. So it's really nice and refreshing. But of course, with the sun comes the challenge of the wind, because on these places, the sun always comes out and then the wind picks up. It's just the nature of islands. So one challenge leaves and another challenge arrives. But Alex is looking incredible.
Working with Jack was really amazing. He let me to be free and wild, and I love it so much. I love one shoot. I was like laying down and I just feel the water and the wind. It was just, I can't wait for the issue to be ready to see the world.
It's been great having such a phenomenal team that's just there and backs up all the way, and there's never been a no or if or a but. It's just like, what do we do to get this done? So I'm grateful to each and all one of you and to everybody else that's been on set for these, this very tough 10 days, because we've literally worked every single day. It is such a family environment in the essence that you're together every day, all day, non-stop. And if you don't gel as a team, then things can really start to fall apart. The team is crucial. And, that saying that you're only as good as the people you surround yourself with is, so true.
My sunrise shoot has been absolutely amazing. The sun came out, it's a beautiful day.
Sunrise shoot, in the Maldives, you've got to get that epic, landscape shot with the blue water and the sky and all the houses on the long jetty. It was kind of like my shot I really wanted to accomplish before leaving here. So that was the purpose of today. And we hadn't, since we've been here, had early morning lights. So the fact that it came out for us was a bit of a moment. So yeah, we got it done.
First day we had the opportunity to shoot at the County Sun restaurant. It was absolutely beautiful. The way they style it and everything is amazing, and we could see a lot of sea animals from the top. I got to shoot Bongani, which was really fun.
highlights of my stay is definitely working with an amazing team, with photographers. Working with Full Swimsuit has been absolutely amazing. The team is very kind, very professional. I could learn a lot as a model. Very grateful to have the opportunity to work with each and every one.
DeAndre, wow, another amazing surprise. I have actually worked with DeAndre. I actually booked her for something off her Instagram once because she's not with an agency, which is remarkable. She ticks all the boxes in every way. You put that girl in a swimsuit. I mean, phenomenal body. I mean, her images are super, super strong. Very much also within the Wool Swimsuit as a brand, you know, just sort of portrays that like all-encompassing beauty. I mean, she could do a beauty campaign easily anywhere in the world. Xenia. And I can't hold her back, when I want to or not, just for whether you want to sexy, whether you want to natural, she can turn that on like this. So Xenia and I have worked together for a good few years. I know her very well, how she moves. I know what to expect from her. She also has worked with Wool Swimsuit many, many times. She understands the brand. Within a shot, she turns it on both ways. She gives you everything. It's actually more down to the selection process where you create your story as opposed to the on-day shooting of her, because she gives you so much. And never the same thing twice. I've never understood how she is able to do that, but she never gives you the same thing twice. It's unbelievable. I can shoot 1,000 frames on her, and if I go through those frames one by one, I will never come across the same pose twice. It's remarkable. It's really quite incredible. It's not something you come across very often.
When I booked World Swimsuit again, I was just excited because after all these years being a mom, I wanted to come back and show what else I can do. I always love to come back to my World Swimsuit family because it's just a nice people, relaxed, and we are creating magical pictures together.
Yeah, this is looking amazing. Just a little bit different to a normal swimwear shot. So, loving the textures and the palm trees, the backlight. Almost looks like a spider web, like all over this vegetation. It looks really, really cozy. And because we put her in more of a fashion-styled sort of swimsuit environment and more about fashion than really swimsuits. Swimsuits were there, but underlying, and it wasn't so much swimsuit story, although it was on the beach. You need somebody that understands this is what I'm wearing, so I must behave in this way, I must work in that way. And she gets it. She gets everything. She's a star because of that. An environment like this where it's my favorite light, it's soft, it just suits her softness. And I'm super happy because I really don't have to do much except just pull the trigger and let her do what she needs to do. So it's brilliant, man. She's just getting some of the best shots of the trip so far. It was so nice to have her family with her. She had a daughter with her. I've known her, long before that. And so to see her in a motherly role is just amazing.
Being a mother definitely changed my life. Mentally, I would say I grew up a lot. My priorities, of course, changed. Whatever was important for you before, it's not anymore. I would like to come most of the time to the shoot with my child so she can enjoy also the beautiful scenery of the resorts, or even enjoying seeing her beautiful mother.
Sweet emotion. Every time, every night, you and I on a roll. Switch it up where I'm going. Stay on the fly just in time, know the right way to go. I'm on the road, it's my time, taking control of my life. I want to run the red lights, I've got to run this show. You always take me so high, you always make the highlights. I love the way we vibe, you're like a centerfold. Ooh, that's what I see, you got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion.
Firstly, went through my mind while I was asked to join the trip. So I was kind of pinching myself to see whether it would actually happen. And I think when I landed, I think that's when everything kind of became real. I mean, just pure excitement. I recently retired from football. As with all things that you walk away from, you have to adjust and adapt. But the transition hasn't been painful at all. But the mere fact that I'm here, I obviously have time now to do other things away from the game.
Bongani, being an ex-Bafana football captain and that sort of football celebrity type sports person who I've shot many, many of, he is by far the best I've ever worked with. Just his character, his personality, that smile.
We shot this one awesome sequence with him walking in the water. It was like something out of a Bond film.
I do have friends that are models, and obviously they do share shoot days and so on and so forth. And they always say that it is exhausting, it is tiring. I must admit, I don't think I ever agreed with them, having played professional football for a long time. But now that I've been part of this and obviously having long days in terms of shooting and picking locations and so forth, it is a lot of work. So that's been surprising. At the end of the day, you feel that you honestly put in a good shift.
He's warm, he's inviting. I felt like I made a friend, and his look is so strong. You know, sometimes with the celebrities, especially the sports guys, that they can really have two left feet. Whereas he's just very charismatic. He works really well. He moves really well. He takes direction brilliantly, and he was up for everything. He was just like, okay, what are we doing next? We finished shooting with him, and then I heard, he's actually decided to stay on 2 extra days, like by himself. That to me was just brilliant, because I was like, what, he's having a good time.
The highlight of my trip so far, I would honestly have to say just the people that I've met on this trip and that are part of this production.
When Sarah arrived, I was actually quite taken back. She's got such a presence about her. She's absolutely beautiful. This big head of hair. I mean, she's quite breathtaking. And generally, I find with the more influencer than model types, they can sort of be a little bit standoffish because they're their own brand. With her, she's up for anything, and she's confident. So whatever you do, whatever you put her, she takes that situation and she makes it her own.
I've always wanted to do a swimsuit shoot. I've never actually done one, especially with a brand as big as World Swimsuit. I felt a little bit intimidated because I knew I was going to be working with professional models, and as someone who's not really a model, I was in my mirror posing, trying out different swimsuits to shoot with. But I was super excited. I knew that the location was really nice and exotic. The crew was incredible because I definitely did my background checks with everyone. And yeah, I was super excited to be here.
I can see why she does so well, why she's got such a strong following. I would have her as my brand ambassador any day of the year. I mean, she's just also easy to talk to. Love the ideas we came up with. Just outstanding in an image. I mean, she just literally pops in an image. I can't wait for people to see her pictures. Also had more of a fashion-inspired thing going with her. It's thrilled. I mean, I'm actually struggling to find the words for her.
He knows the shots. He already has the shot in mind before we even start.
It's right out of the whole thing. So you're coming up. Yeah, that's it. Beautiful.
I'm so excited. Especially because I'm not a model, so it's a bit nerve-wracking working with photographers sometimes because you don't really know what direction to go, you don't really know how to pose. So he's really guided me through the whole process. He's been super supportive, and just the words of encouragement have made me feel like a supermodel. When I shoot with him, all I hear is, "Oh, you look amazing. Oh, you look incredible." And it's just made me feel super great about myself and confident.
The environment we put it in was very much selling the resort, if I can put it that way. Her specifically, I wanted to do that with and, show aspects of the resort in more of a lifestyle kind of environment. You need a strong subject to do that with. If you don't, you're actually letting the place down. And vice versa, an amazing place, you're letting the person down. So it was such a good marriage between an amazing location within the resort and this amazing person. So I'm actually really happy with their pictures.
So the theme today is a little bit more your 90s beach babe kind of vibe. I got to create the Baywatch theme, which was a lot of fun. Running in like 30 degrees is not easy, but when you see the people behind the camera like semi not trying to fall, it's a lot of fun. It makes you really create that real laughter and the fun inside of the shoot.
So I actually met Kyla at a farmer's market in Cape Town quite a few months ago. We just ended up sitting across the table together. And then actually I was told, oh, this girl, Kyla's been booked on Swimsuit. And I never even crossed my mind that it would be the same person. But when I saw this her, I was like, wow, I've seen this girl, I know this girl, where from? It was very later that we realized where it was from, but she has got this sort of tomboy vibe about her in real life, and there's nothing sort of put on about her. She's very real, like 7-Eleven. She's always smiling, always happy, and I wanted to kind of bring that into what I was doing, but obviously still maintain that sexy edge, and wanted her to be that sort of lifesaver girl, the beach babe, within the cliche but not being cliche. And she pulled that off. She's such a, but also got a great future ahead of her. She's got the most incredible smile, incredible face, incredible body, and whatever you tell her to do, she knows how to do it. She can perform, she can be, and then as soon as the camera stops, then she's Kyla again, and then you put the camera and then she's back again. And also just such a pleasure to be around. So positive and so up for ideas and gives ideas and, what about this and what about that? And that helps me so much, because if I'm doing something that's maybe her idea, I know I'm going to get something great out of it because it's her idea. She's going to work really hard to make that idea work.
One that really stood out to me was actually my last shot. Yesterday we went to the crab shack. I did this amazing, very classy, sexy look on the beach, which was really, really something to see, and got a lot of battle scars afterwards, like on the side. But that's how you know you really worked hard, was when you leave with a mark. We ended up shooting on the Donny, just to give it a different flair, because we were out on the boat looking back in on the island as opposed to always on the island looking out. Once we got that together, we actually got Alex in as well, just for a couple of shots
I just kind of felt like the two of them would look really great together, and we literally haven't done a single double shot the entire time. And it's actually quite nice to get. If girls look like they will work well together, why not just quickly do that? So we took her with us and we did 2 or 3 shots as doubles, one for play with the two of them, which is just so cute and beautiful. And it's so nice, especially with those two personalities. The two of them really gel together, and they really sort of spurred each other on and danced around. And sometimes that can backfire on you. One girl's trying to outperform the other and becomes a personality thing. But with the two of them, they're just like girlfriends, and it worked really well. So I'm quite appreciative of that.